Here with Rotterdam at Seatstory Cup. How are you? How are you lately?
I'm good. I've been very busy, mostly because I want to be busy. So I've been trying hard and enjoying myself. Right now I'm a little tired as I came off the plane this morning. Now I have to work already, but overall it's really good.
I saw you streaming a lot of StarCraft. You get some nice ranks there. I saw that.
I know. I finally got that one promotion that we're all looking for. It felt very satisfying.
Do you feel legitimate now?
I know. I feel like everything I say on broadcast right now matters a little more. Like before, it just didn't really matter. No one took me serious. But now I felt like I reached that extra step. Like I took that extra step, and now, you know, what I say matters. I've got the words to change the nation.
Do you feel that if there was a caster StarCraft tournament, you would do well?
Yes, I feel like I would win it.
You would win it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, depends.
Unless
on,
you count Todd.
Yeah, no, but I think there is a big difference between people who have been casting like full time or had an office job, or like people who have been pro gamer for 2-3 years and then do some casting on the side. I don't think that those two things are fair, because if I was being a pro player for 3 years,
yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't be winning the GSL, but it'd be pretty damn close. I'm just kidding, but like obviously I would be a better player, right?
Right.
Like I mean, I wouldn't.
Could you beat Artosis?
Right now?
Yeah.
No, hands down.
Called out.
No, not at all. I love Dan, and he's fantastic, and he's amazing Hearthstone commentator, StarCraft commentator. He's everything. Like he's a legend, and he's a guy I look up to. But I could be sitting here and like sugarcoating, like, oh, it would be a really tough match. But no, I think I would win. I've been playing so much lately, and PvP is by far my strongest matchup. So.
And what do you? This is how many times have you been here? Home Story Cup.
I went
Story Cup.
Well, this is the very first Seatstory Cup, so it's the first time here. But I've been to all 8 Home Story Cups.
You're like you come every time.
Yes.
And every time is a little different. What's different about this time?
Oh, this time it's called Seatstory Cup. This time it's all about the chairs, you know. No, and this is it's different than Home Story Cup in a way that it's not necessarily smaller, but we invited a few less players. And Home Story Cup is still super fun. Like for me personally, it's the most fun tournament of the year. But it's been getting so big that it's become a little more serious than what it used to be. Like it used to be a couple of drunk nerds on a couch who had nothing to lose and could run their mouth. But the more sponsors that get involved, of course, more responsibilities come along. So as much fun as we still have, and Home Story Cup really is as much fun as it looks on the cameras, it definitely grew into something bigger and more serious than Dennis had originally planned, and which is not a bad thing at all. But right now with Seatstory Cup, it kind of starts from scratch again. So
we gotta go bigger. It's gonna be apartment building cup next time.
Yeah, maybe one day
Warehouse Cup or Stadium Cup eventually.
Yeah, maybe one day we can have a stadium, but you know it's fun because right now it's just all for Need for Seed, and the guys from Need for Seed are super relaxed. They love what Dennis do, and they said like, hey guys, just give your own take to it, make it as fun as you want, go as crazy as you want, as long as you put up one hell of an event, and our chairs come out well. So in that way, this is a little different than Home Story Cup, that perhaps you have a little more freedom, less responsibility, so we can be a little more crazy and relaxed.
Your partner in crime is now no longer with NASL. He went to Red Bull. What do you think about that? Are you sad?
No, I'm so happy I don't have to look at that face again. Like, have you listened to that guy Cass lately? Man, he had no idea what he was talking about. No, I'm very happy for Ben. Ben is my buddy for life. Like we're super close, and we will still see each other very often. We'll still talk.
Would you kill someone for him?
Yes, probably.
No questions asked.
If it means that, like,
if you were sleeping and he came into your room in the middle of the night and he was just like, Kevin,
yeah,
you can't ask me about this ever again. We're gonna go hurt some people. Would you just be like, would you just get up and go with him?
Well, I've always thought I had a little gangster inside of me, so yeah, I think I could do that.
You do have your name tattooed on your arm.
Yeah, I know, right?
It says Rotterdam.
Trying to fit in with the locals over there in LA. Nah, obviously that goes a little too far. I wouldn't want to hurt anybody, but yes, no, Ben and me are still super close, and I think it's awesome that he has such a great opportunity at Red Bull. I'm very happy for him. I know that he's gonna do really amazing stuff. I know like a lot of the things that he's working on. It's super exciting for North American StarCraft, because you know a lot of people have been like, oh, it's, you know, we don't have a whole lot going on. 2014, I think it's going to be really cool for NA StarCraft, and I'm very happy that Ben is in the position that he's in. Of course, I am sad that I won't be working with him on a regular basis, but I will still see him probably.
He's going to send you some free Red Bull.
Yes, I already told him, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, man, like I was late, and like they closed the dozen, but tomorrow I'll bring you some." And I said, "Okay, I will still see him like at least once a week. We'll still be doing work together." So overall, it's all really good. Like I even like true story is when Ben got approached to do the job, he said like, "Man, I would really like to take this job, but there's this one thing that's holding me back." He's like, no, not holding me back, but he's like, I feel bad about you because we came here together, and I really pushed him. I was like, Ben, don't be stupid. This is an amazing opportunity. You have to take this. It will be good.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys are bros.
Yeah, we are, and I love Ben. He knows it.
Okay. What have you been doing? What have you been doing lately? You know, other than laddering. Yeah. Other than laddering, because everyone says laddering and studying and all that. That's boring. Give us a story. Tell us about the last date that you went on.
The what? The last date?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're a ladies' man.
Am I now?
I see all those people you follow on Twitter.
That's blown.
No. Come on.
Way out of proportion.
No,
way
out
of proportion.
We need a top 10 list of your favorite, you know, people that you follow on Twitter, like a Maxim Hot 50 Rotterdam's Twitter followees.
It's really not that exciting, my life on Twitter. You know, I hate to be boring, but lately I've just not been doing a whole lot. I've been working a lot because, you know, once upon a time we had forecasts.
No, come on.
No, I mean, like I went to Sao Paulo and that was fun. Like on the final day, you know, we had some fun with the boys. But I was also flying back at the same night as the tournament ended. So overall, that was not exciting. And other than that, I've just been driving circles in my car.
What's the Rotterdam treatment?
The Rotterdam treatment?
If let's say like there's a girl and she's like a 10, and just imagine I'm that girl right now. Like, what would be the treatment that you'd give her to like make sure that she falls for you? Because this is advice that I think is very applicable to everyone that's watching.
All right,
what are you doing?
I'd be like, hey,
oh my God.
Like, I said, you should follow me on Twitter. I have a lot of Twitter followers.
That's how you would. You're fucking with me.
No, I'm not talking with you.
That's how you would approach
That's
someone.
how I do it.
Oh God. Okay, you just gave me a card that says
100% success rate. Tried it once.
You should follow me on Twitter. Oh my. And then where would you take her? Restaurant?
I'd most likely invite her to my place to watch me play some StarCraft. And
you're not taking this seriously. We're gonna give serious advice for people. I feel some nerd out there is gonna try this and it's not gonna work.
It's gonna work.
I'd like you to come watch me ladder.
Have you ever tried it?
I haven't.
So you cannot say that it wouldn't work.
That is true. I've never tried that, so maybe you have. Maybe you're onto something.
It's just, man, I would love to give you some really exciting stories, but it's just not been that exciting for me lately.
Make something up.
Yeah, I know, but I don't do that. Like, that's a true story. I gave the card once, and that worked. 1 for 1, and that's all I can say.
And one time she had more Twitter followers than you.
Yes, that also that happened once upon a time. Yes.
And how did that go?
Well, yeah, no, okay. Well, the whole story was just like I was gambling in Vegas during IPO 4 because I went out there to and you know to watch IPO, and then I was playing some roulette, and there was this girl at the table, and we started talking, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm here for a video game convention." I was like,
"That's her voice?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then I said like, "Ah, cool, me too." And we started talking. I was like, so. I was like, and I was kind of like tipsy on that moment because I had some drinks, I was gambling. So
liquid courage.
So I go into my stupid mode, like, oh, I'm trying to be so interesting. I was like, yeah, so you use Twitter? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. How many followers do you have? And she's like, back then, like, she's like 29,000. And I was like, oh. and then she looked at me and she's like, that's more than you, isn't it? I was like, yeah. And she's like, that's not what you expected, right? I was like, no. And then it's like, apparently it turned out she's a YouTube girl and that I later on made the YouTube video with. So I guess that also went
worked
well.
Out. Yeah, good job.
It turned into a Justin Bieber music video. So.
Justin Bieber. I saw you in the music video. That was interesting.
One hell of a ride.
Yeah.
No, it was good times, you know. Obviously, if you look back at it, it's a little silly, and people like to tease me for it.
No. What are you gonna say? No. If someone asks you, "Would you like to be in this music video?" It might look silly. I'm gonna say yes, 100% of the time.
Why not?
I'm never gonna say no to that.
I know, like saying no is boring. You know, it sounded like maybe it could be fun, and it came out.
Get a story out of it.
Exactly. And,
get an experience.
You get to kiss this YouTube girl with a lot of fan followers, and then they start tweeting at you, and then they say like, "Oh my God, I can't believe she kissed that guy. She should have kissed the other guy." And I was like, "Well, okay, I'm sorry. I just did what there was asked to do." It was fun. I don't regret it. It was good times.
Have you watched anything recently? Anything interesting you want to recommend to our audience?
I thought Wolf of Wall Street was cool, and I also watched Pompeii. Pompeii's a
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
What? Anyone like that guy in StarCraft?
Elias, if he would have
Elias?
kept playing.
Stefano?
Yeah, definitely.
So which character are you in it? Are you Jonah Hill?
Yeah, yes. I was about to say I'd probably be Jonah Hill. That would be all right.
So what you think? What is the takeaway message from Wolf of Wall Street? Gotta do this.
Don't do cocaine.
Oh. Gotta do that.
Don't do drugs. I think that's the biggest message. You know, you can have fun, you can be partying a little bit and have some drinks, but don't start with the crazy stuff.
What about the crazy financial fraud? That's not the takeaway? The takeaway is the drugs? Come on, Kevin.
Yeah, well, that's at least the message
Fiscal responsibility. That's what it teaches.
Yeah, that's true too. I'm not very responsible with money, so maybe that's why.
What have you been doing with your money?
I gambled too much in the past.
Gamble?
Yeah. And yeah, every now and then, like I buy silly stuff. Like I bought some clothes, and that I recently, like when I moved, I actually threw them away, and I never wear them. It's like what girls do. I should be ashamed of myself. Like I got like these 2 jeans that I bought, and then I never wore them, and just left them behind. I think they give them to a good cause. So maybe someone else is walking away in my jeans right now that I never wore. So maybe it's not all that bad. Maybe it wasn't that bad.
And you watch House of Cards. That's exactly how the U.S. political system is.
I know. I've actually said this a few times that I like pretty much everything about living in the U.S. other than the political system. And some laws seem really stupid too, but I'm not a fan of. But
guns.
I mean, obviously guns are bad, but.
Have you ever shot a gun?
Yeah, because Mr. Bitter grew up in Atlanta, so he took me.
He grew up in Atlanta, so he obviously has guns. Is that what you're?
It's like Southern people, no? They are very proud of their guns. They walk around in the hills and they shoot stuff.
They have a gun rack.
What's a gun rack? Like where they put all the guns?
Yeah, in like their car.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see it. Well, it's kind of funny. Like 2 stories when I went to Atlanta regarding guns. We went to this restaurant with Ben's mom, and Ben's mom also invited her friend, who's like this 45 or 50-year-old lady, has a very heavy southern accent that I cannot imitate because I just can't do that well. But she just walked in and she's like, "Oh my God, can you believe that? This place says you're not allowed to carry your gun inside. What do they think I am?"
Which has a gun on her?
Yeah, it's like this like little tiny lady, and I'm just sitting there. It's like, this lady's upset because he's not allowed to bring her gun. And then I looked at Ben and I was like, did I understand it correctly? And then I just started laughing. He's like, yeah, man, that's how they roll over here. But then he also took me to his friends that are just kind of those guys that live up in the forest. And they took
in the forest?
Yeah, like they live in the forest, man, in those little wooden houses, and they fry snakes on the barbecue.
They like kill like rabbits and stuff and eat them.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. I didn't see them kill any rabbits, but I was kind of worried about snakes. And then this dude is like, yeah, we killed a snake last week. We put him on the barbecue and stuff. Like they're kind of crazy. And they took me around in the big monster trucks, and then in the hills we shoot guns. It was fun. Or shotguns.
Who's your favorite character in House of Cards?
The journalist, the female journalist.
Yeah, I know you're talking about Kate Mara, the redhead. Mm-hmm. She's very young and innocent looking. Yeah. But she's also smart and wily.
Yeah. No, she's cool. Like she's ambitious.
I'm sure you like her personality.
Oh,
the most.
No, I like her ambition.
Yeah, clearly.
She knows what she wants and she goes
challenging.
For it. It's a cool series. I enjoy it a lot.
It's like a modern day Game of Thrones-ish kind of thing. Very. I actually interned in Washington. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
I worked exactly where they have it set for a summer.
It could have been you.
No, I don't think so. Everything's very accurate.
I think you would have killed it in that series.
I think I would have taken away from the serious kind of demeanor they have on that show.
All right.
But okay, so we're gonna end it with not shoutouts. We've changed it. Mm-hmm. It's now props and slops. Do you know what that is?
Not exactly.
So props are basically shoutouts you give to people you like, and slops are the opposite of that. So we're gonna hold you to that. You have to give those to someone.
All right.
And we're not gonna. Yeah, you can say whatever you want. So just go ahead. This is an official first. Okay. After our choices, because he told us to do it. So yeah.
All right. Well, props go to my homie Mr. Bitter. I'm very happy that he's working at Red Bull now, and I wish him best of luck. Props to Dennis for once more bringing me out here. This time the Seatstory Cup, but it's always a pleasure. Even though it was really hard for me to make it this time, because like there's no one else to cast WCS America, so I have to do it, and I couldn't miss any days. But I'm very happy that we still found a way to work it out. And then I'm here again. Like the slots, there's not really someone that I necessarily.
You have to pick someone.
There is one guy. He's a Dutch Zerg player. He plays a lot on the North American server. His account name is like, he plays for the team Microcon, and his name is like Hef Heistes or Hef Heisten or something like that. And this dude keeps stream sniping me, and I really don't mind if someone stream snipe me, because you know, like I understand they want to play in front of an audience, yada yada. It's all good. Do it 2 times, do it 3 times, all good. I don't mind it. But on the moment you have like 30 games on your account and 22 are against me in my weakest matchup, ZVP, and you keep doing Swarm Host all in, I start getting a little annoyed. Yes, so.
But you know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, well, but I suck in PvZ, man. What can I do? I'm still learning.
Well, you're honest, at least. Okay. Thank you for the interview. It was fun talking to you, and you know I look forward to the rest of WCSNA. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for doing the interview. And yes, guys, watch WCS America because upsets happen, and we have a lot of good games as well. So you guys should tune in, and it's a lot of fun.